we finally got that train clearing the bridge here, so the next minute or two that bridge should be opening up for us. Again, this is known as the Canadian Pacific Soo Line Railroad Swing Bridge. It is one of the few remaining swing bridges left on the Mississippi River still operating today. The original structure was put up in 1876, so there's been a rail crossing here for over 135 years. Of course, parts and pieces of the bridge have been replaced since then. The ironworks was redone back in the early 1900s, and it was powered by steam up to the 1950s before it being converted to electricity. Active bridge today, obviously, you saw a freight train cross over. There are about 25 to 30 trains a day that come across here. There aren't very many places across the Mississippi River by rail, so they're located. As long as the tracks are clear, they'll open it up for the river traffic. Typically, if there's a train within about 10 minutes of the bridge, they wait till that train crosses over, then allow river traffic to go through. And there's no charge or anything like that to have the bridge opened up. It has to be opened because, again, this is a public waterway. And you can't block a public waterway, so they have to open it up if the boat doesn't fit underneath.
Oh, this is cool. Look at that.
When the bridge is open like it is right now, there is a series of lights that run down on each side of the tracks. Those lights indicate to the engineers of the trains that this bridge is opened up, and they may have to slow down or even stop and wait till the bridge gets closed again. If the bridge was in the closed position and a train got to within about a half mile of the bridge, it goes over a switch which does not allow for the bridge tender to even open that bridge up. Until the train crosses over, it has to clear another switch on the opposite side. So those
I don't remember being this close to it before.
And dump it into the river as far as we know.
It turns out. Cool. That's okay. You're not in.
Yeah, if you didn't get a chance to see how the bridge opens, you might catch it on the way back down, as we'll have to pass through here again on our way back down the river. And this time I am going to tell you just a little bit about a form of shipping that takes task it is to maneuver these vessels out here. You got to remember they're almost 1,200 feet long, 105 foot wide. Well, they do have some navigational aids out here. First of all, they got the buoys out here that mark the channel. They do use radar. They have very powerful lights at night called searchlights. Because they do travel 24 hours a day. They have marine radar.
They must be like all the same kind. It looks like maybe they're going down the Mississippi to New Orleans or something.
I wonder if that's a Coast Guard boat.
Oh, I don't know. Doesn't the Coast Guard have to say for Coast Guard on it? So we've got one. No, that doesn't look like a Coast Guard driver there. Yeah, no kidding.
Maybe they built them here and they're taking them down the river?
That could, well, you'd think they test driving them?
Yeah, for test driving.
I always thought that'd be quite a trip to go down the Mississippi to New Orleans, yeah.
That would be cool.
Stop in all the little river towns and stuff would be fun. Of course, there's not too many towns you can dock at, really, you know, like La Crosse is nice because they got that.
When the American team comes through and stuff, I look at how much they
Right around $187. They're going to be doing a lot of extra work with the new bridge and putting different entrance ramps, exit ramps in the area because those were creating a little bit of a traffic jam. So it was a problem that had to be taken care of. Also, this bridge is related to the 35W bridge up in Minneapolis, which collapsed a number of years ago. And this particular bridge was built in that same fashion, so that was also a concern. One of the reasons they cannot brought up the dates for replacing the bridge.
That new wall, that's pretty cool. I was really surprised when I drove over the crescent the other day, and I was like, wow, look what they're doing.
Dam system, which is up ahead of us right now.
Oh,
Locking dam number 7, also known as the Dresbach Lock, is just upriver from us. And Dresbach, Minnesota is located just upriver from it. That's how it got its name.
Can you
as the
go through
Dresbach
again?
Lock. This is one of 29 locks and dams on the upper Mississippi River between Minneapolis, St. Paul, and St. Louis, Missouri. Once you get below St. Louis, they don't have the lock and dam system down there. However, by that time, they had much more volume.
I do too. I always think I take good from you.
Mississippi by then. Also,
Porky is. She always takes good
the
pictures.
larger drop in elevation occurs in the upper
I don't think
portions.
I've ever seen a bad picture of Porky.
The elevation drop made it very difficult to hold back water.
It's like she knows how to hold her head just right or
That's why the
something.
lock and dam systems were put on the upper Mississippi to hold that water back so we can help maintain a minimum 9-foot channel out there.
There's a whole house full of people.
Yeah! Going down now. Okay, where is it? Oh, there it is.
I'm not sure what that one was carrying.
Tows all the way up to Minneapolis, St. Paul. We would not be able to do that simply because we wouldn't be able to keep enough water up here.
You want to sit in the sun or?
I've already sweat everything out.
These locks and dams aren't open about 9 months out of the year. They do close them about mid-December through mid-March. The upper Mississippi River does freeze over to the point where there isn't any river traffic during the winter. Wherever you put a dam, you're going to have a large body of water forming behind it. Just on the other side of the dam ahead of us is a lake called Lake Onalaska. That was formed when this dam was completed in 1937. Lake Onalaska is also known as the sunfish capital of Wisconsin, and it's also a fairly good lake for sailing. Now I'm going to start to make a turn here, and off to our right or starboard side, for those of you down below, you're going to see the portion consisting of the dam first. And that's going to consist of 11 small reddish sections that are called tainter gates. Each one of those tainter gates is 35 feet wide. And the next thing you're going to see is 5 large sections to the dam called roller gates. Each one of those is 80 feet wide. Each one of those rust-colored gates can be raised or lowered independently, and that's how they determine how much water comes through. You will not see water come over the top of those gates. It goes underneath. The more water they want to allow through, the higher they raise those gates up.
Dock there
Water's on the other side of the dam, though. There's almost level at the top of those
to
gates.
fish there, but it catches a lot of
Right
bait
now,
there.
it sits about 7 to 8 feet higher than we are. Now, it's not 7 to 8 feet deeper over there. It's 7 to 8 feet higher in elevation. Remember the
Keep
elevation
going.
drop I told you
Keep
about?
going,
This
it's
river has
okay.
almost a 1,500-foot drop in elevation in it. So it makes sense when they started to pull the river up, they created a series of steps that have to be taken in order to compensate for that elevation drop. You head upriver, you go up steps. You head downriver, you go down steps. That's why you need the lock. To the left of the dam, you see that little yellow button there. The gates are just to the left of that. And they're in close position. That little button crop is waiting for them to open up for it. Once the gates open up, the button crop will go inside. And what happens is they go and grab a line inside the lock. What they're going to do is close the gates behind them, and then they're going to start filling that lock up. Don't use pumps or anything like that. That's all done by natural gravity. All they do is open up valves. And those valves allow water to run into huge tunnels that are buried in the lock wall. In a very short period of time, about 7 to 8 minutes, 3.5 million gallons of water enters the lock chamber, raising the level of that water in that chamber about 8 feet. When they're level with the water on the other side of the dam, gates open up in front of you, you continue on your way. cars to go through, and yes, they'll just and take a look out to our starboard side. You can see there is a train moving.
Oh, thank you. I've been talking to Diane over here.
It's like, sure, I'm all those steps. Just, I can never talk about Grandma and Grandpa without tearing up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's hard.
I remember this girl from other years.
And everybody's disembarking the Bruha boat trip. All had a great time.
Thanks for everything. Thanks for everything.
You even got the little ones here today. Hi.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on, guys.
Thanks for waiting.
No problem. Glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yes, very much.
Hi.
Thank you very much.
Good.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Thank you guys for coming on.
Thanks. Well, there's Diane. I'm not Diane.
Here I
Is that? Oh, are the wheelchair people now? Is that what they're doing? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just go to.
See how fast we are.
Yeah, that's right. Going uphill is fun sometimes.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's pretty fast with that walker. Look at that. Really? Aw. Audrey. Hi.
Thank you.
You're pretty fast with that.
That's because I gave her a push.
Oh, that helps. Yeah. Oh, we're